Wonderful. Thank you all for joining me for a 60-minute yoga class. We're going to do 3 rounds of sun salutations to warm up our body, and then we will hop into 26 into yoga, 26 postures, into breathing exercises. Yoga can be challenging at times, and that's okay, but we're never going to a point of pain, a point where we could cause harm to ourselves or others. So if something is not feeling right for you today, remember that you're welcome to modify postures, you're welcome to do something else, or you're welcome to skip them entirely. Come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together for the sun salutes. I'm going to stand back and show you in periphery. And take a moment here with your arms down by your side, standing up nice and tall. Okay, bring your hands together at heart center, and we'll begin with 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, a sun salute. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, look up as if you were saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or the floor in front of you. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, and step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and lower down halfway. Imagine you're pulling yourself down. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do Cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, then try to press heels to floor, hips to ceiling, drop your head, push your hands down, look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees, take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down as you stretch your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, fold, relax your head. Inhale, arms to your ears, hands together, reach your eyes, lift yourself up. Exhale, hands down at heart center. 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into your high plank or tabletop. Let's hold here for a moment. If that lowering down motion does not work for you, skip it. Go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your down dog or child's pose. Otherwise, take a vinyasa. Imagine you're pulling yourself down. And then inhale, come up into your back bend. If you're doing up dog, make sure thighs are off the floor. Exhale, lift your hips up for down dog or sink your hips down for child's pose. Either way, and if you've never done a child's pose, maybe today's the day, right? You want to switch things up. Spread your shoulders wide, root down through all 28 knuckles, especially the space between your index finger and thumb. Heels down, hips up. Good. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up with a flat back. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Good, last one. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, arms with ears fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, high plank or tabletop. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, your back bend, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, your spine stretch. If you are doing down dog, try to get your heels to the floor. If your heels are not yet touching the floor, take a bigger step. And if your hamstrings are tight, you micro bend your knees so that you're not putting too much tension with the backs of your legs. Heels down, hips up. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with ears, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Wonderful, so that's our little warm up. We will now hop into the 26 and 2 yoga sequence, starting with a breathing exercise. Pranayama, deep breathing. Come to the middle of your mat space with your feet close together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. We made it to claps. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good. Inhale, elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Never forcing your neck. One day head drops back. Sometimes you just look up to the ceiling. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose. down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide. HA, sound head back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels. Glue your ankle bones together, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your butt. Exhale, head up, lock your right legs. Just your head drops back and go backward bending. Keep shoulders over hips, hips over heels, weight in the heels. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath in the first set. Make your spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change. Arms down, roll out your shoulders, your head. Second set, feet together. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, bring your knuckles underneath your chin. Make sure your neck is in line with the rest of your spine. You're not like jutting your neck out, right? So head back, shoulders down, concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth. HA, down, head back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. So weight stays in the heels, thighs tight, glutes tight, stomach in. Exhale, head up. Keep your abdominal wall engaged, thighs tight, glutes tight, lower body still like a statue. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Keep exhaling until you're practically gasping for air. Inhale, head down. So leave this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Change, arms down. We'll continue. Ardha Chandrasana with Padasana. Feet together, inhale, arms overhead. Palms together, interlock fingers. Release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, stretch up, and bend right and left. So throughout the posture, you want to imagine you could lean your whole body against a wall behind you. So you're going to keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine and the weight in your heels. When you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. So bring the weight into your heels, hips a little forward, head and arms back. Touch your biceps to your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight lines. Slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day and there's no rush. Know where you need to be, nothing you have to prove to yourself or to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. As long as you have a spine, you can practice yoga. Doesn't matter how deep you go into the postures. In fact, this style of yoga is designed so that if you go half an inch into a posture, you receive all the benefits. On days that feel good, then maybe you go a little deeper at the end, never forcing or hiding. Inhale, lengthen your arms. Exhale, come down, push and push and push. Change. Inhale to come up, stop in the middle, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. Come down in a straight line without bending elbows, without bending knees, without gritting your teeth or holding your breath. Relax your jaw. Keep the weight in your heels. Press your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears. Push your right hip a little forward to get your two hips in line. Now bring your left shoulder a little forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. 'Tis the season. Come down, push and push and push. Change. Inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open. Relax your head back as far as it goes, never forcing the neck. One day head drops back all the way. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending, lower back, middle back, upper back. Keep the weight in your heels. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, and bring arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Good, change. Inhale to come up, stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, arms with ears, fold forward, knees can bend. Hands to floor, let your head relax. Go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Savasana, hands to feet pose, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your taps, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Hold on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body. Stomach on thighs, chest on knees. Let your head hang heavy. One day face to shins, never forcing. Pull, roll forward, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. Good, change, come up, arms to the ears, chin away from the chest, knees can bend. Very nice. Arms down, and you stand a little taller. Second set, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Keep the weight in your heels, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly bend to the right as you press your hips to the left. Use what you learned in the first set to inform your second set. So second set, sometimes we go a little bit deeper, sometimes things feel a little bit more loose. But other times, maybe first set was a real doozy and you do a little less. You just stay light and lifted and you continue to focus on your breath, slow and steady in and out through the nose. Weight in the heels, hips forward, arms back, left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly drop to the left as you press your hips to the right. Use your left hand to pull your right hand to the top left corner of the room. Push your left heel into the floor, push your right heel into the floor, push your hips a little bit further to the right. Keep the weight in your heels, chin away from your chest, biceps with your ears, come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up, second heart opener, deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head back as far as it goes, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. So whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching. Notice if the hands are coming apart, wrists and elbows start to bend, squeeze your palms together, push your hands back, bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, good. Change, inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, go down, hands to floor, drop your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head, and here we go. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath. If you've got a grip on your heels, pull, roll your weight into your big toes, spiral your inner thighs back, and lift your hips up. If the pulling starts to tug on your back and not in a pleasant way, ease up a little bit. Otherwise, keep pulling, keep stretching, keep lengthening. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, one day legs lock. Good, change, come up, biceps with ears, knees can bend. Very nice, arms down, and you stand a little taller. Awkward Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right about hip width distance, not too big of a step, insides of your feet parallel. Arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, all 5 fingers together. Suck your stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down halfway only and start to lean back, lift your chin up. Chest up, lean back, fall back, way back. Good, change. Inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide. Now come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Lift your heels, stretch up, bend your knees, sit down, lean back. Try to eliminate any curvature in your lower back, so rather than sticking your butt out, tuck your tailbone under, heels up, knees up, spine straight, change, inhale to come up. Last part, still breathing, squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor, and slowly sit down. You can stop whenever you want, or keep sitting down. And stop when there's a half-inch gap between your hips and your heels. Squeeze your knees together and forward, lift your chest, soften your shoulders, re-engage your fingertips, and change. Slowly come up, knees together. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down, shoulders down. Second set, step your right foot to the right hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel, showing you at an angle, arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight, abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down. So you can stick your butt out and fold forward to get your thighs parallel to the floor. Keep your jaw relaxed, triceps tight, shoulders soft, fingertips active, and start to lift up. Lift your chin up, chest up. Good, change. Inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, lean back, shoulders down, spine straight. Lift your heels all the way up. Stretch up, bend your knees, and sit down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. Inhale to come up, short posture. Last part, squeeze your knees together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, go slow, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop when you're half inch off your heels. Lift your chest, soften your shoulders, and change. Come up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swing right arm, under left arm, right under left, palms together, thumbs towards the face. You can also interlock fingers or grab your shoulders. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit back and down, hips into a chair, stay down there, and bring your right leg over your left leg. Right leg over left, cross twist, and eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back, bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes, sit back and down, arch your upper body back at the end. Good, change. Feet together, inhale, arms overhead, left side. Swing your left arm, zoop, under right arm, palms together, thumbs towards your nose, pinkies towards the wall in front of you. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit back and down, stay down there, and bring left leg over right leg, left over right, cross twist. Eventually wrap your foot. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. On this side, bring your knees a little to the left and upper body to the right. So we're starting to balance on one leg. We're also starting to decompress all the major joints in the body. Deltoid, scapula, elbows, wrists, hips, knees, and ankles, everything twisting, squeezing. Sit down, lean back. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head. Second set. Bring right arm under left arm. Pull elbows down, one day fingers below the nose. Bend your knees, sit down. Try to stay down there. And bring right leg over left leg. Right over left, cross twist, and breathe. Push your left hip a little forward. Right shoulder a little forward. Bring your weight back into your heel. To sit down more, stick your butt out, lean forward, and then arch your upper body back at the end. Good. Change, feet together, arms over your head. Last one. Left arm, under right arm. Pull elbows down, sit down, stay down there, and bring left leg over right leg. So sometimes when we start to balance, we get really serious, we tense our jaw, and we hold our breath. Make sure your face is relaxed and you're still breathing in and out through your nose. Sit a little lower, breathe a little slower, lean your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, arms down, party time. You can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers. I have really bad allergies. Excuse me for one moment. Okay, cool. Nobody need to see that. Standing head to knee, Dandasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. And point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back to your face. Option to stay here. As you're ready, you're going to round down and eventually pick up your foot. I have a little bit of a pinched nerve in my hip, so I'm not going to do this side. I'm going to model what it looks like to listen to your body in yoga. If you've got a grip on your foot and you know your standing leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently. Lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. Very nice. No higher, no lower. Standing leg lock. Take a breath. Kick your heel forward. Flex your toes back towards your face from the ankle. You're training your Achilles to stretch. With both legs locked, start to bend elbows down. Touch your elbows to your calf muscles. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Change. Very nice. Slowly reverse out. Shift your weight to your right leg. Lift your right kneecap. Lock your right leg. Lift your left leg up. Point your toes. Flex your toes. Keep your toes flexed back to your face. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, round down and eventually pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid concrete, one piece, lamppost, unbroken. You have no need. When you're ready, inhale. Slowly, gently lift your left leg up. Notice if your heel is turning in. That's the hip opening up. Bring your left heel to the left so your hips are square. Press your heel forward, flex your toes back, and if both legs lock, then bend elbows down. Notice if elbows are going out, bring elbows in and shoulders down. So one day elbows go below the calf muscles. Change, slowly reverse out. You can put your hands on your back, do a little back bend, or a knee bend, Second set, shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. Point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back. As you're ready, round down and eventually pick up your foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, like you're about to help your best friend over a fence. Concentrate, meditate, don't forget to have fun. Inhale, breathing, lift your right leg up. Same thing on this side. Notice if your heel is turning in, that's an external rotation to the hip. Bring your right heel to the right so your hips are even. If both legs lock, puff up your chest and bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest and eventually put your forehead on your knee. Hold wherever you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice change. Slowly come out. Awesome, Jimmy. Awesome, Steve. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg. Big toe points forward. Contract your inner thigh, your outer thigh. Squeeze your butt. You want to use all the muscles on the standing leg to keep the joints nice and stable. Lift your left leg up. Flex your toes back. Round down. Pick up your left foot. Webbing to webbing. Grip. Lift your right kneecap. Flex your left toes back. And when you're ready, lift your left leg up. Press your heel forward. Flex your toes back. If your standing leg is bending a lot, lift your hips up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down, and then slowly tuck your chin to your chest. And maybe put your forehead on your knee. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Whenever you're ready, slowly come out. Take your time, no rush. Very nice. Standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana. Dhanurasana, feet together, bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right, give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yes, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Left arm up, right hip forward, knees together. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously, kick your right leg back and up. Take your time, slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up. In other words, 2 shoulders in line. Maybe even touch your chin to your shoulder. Shoulder blade, scapula stretching away from the body. Body down more. Leg up more. Kick, kick, kick. Good. Change. Slowly kick yourself up. Bring your left hand up, out to the left. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your right arm up and back, knees together. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your left leg back and up. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever, so kick really hard. Slowly body down to parallel. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Big toe facing the ceiling. If you fell out like I did, take a breath, hop back in. Always at least finishing in the setup. When you're ready, body down more, leg up more. Kick, kick, kick. Good. Change. Slowly kick yourself up. Other side, bring your right hand up, out to the right. Reach back without turning or twisting your shoulder. Pick up the inside of your right foot. Left arm up, right hip forward, knees together. Lift your left kneecap, point your right toes, lift your chin, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. This is a back bend. Make sure you're not dropping your head all the way down or bending it all the way back. You want to keep your neck in line with the natural arc of your spine here. Left shoulder forward, right shoulder back, stretch your arms apart, coming down, body down, thigh up, kick and kick and kick. Change, slowly kick yourself up. Last one, left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot, at the ankle, right arm up, knees together. Lock your right leg, lift your chin, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, Breathe through your nose. All 5 fingers together, thumb with your index finger, palm of your right hand faces the floor. Get your right arm exactly parallel to the floor. Right tricep tight, right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Open your chest, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly. Kick yourself up. Come to the back of your mat. Dual Dandasana balancing stick, feet together. Inhale, arms overhead. Palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, and lean back. Step your right foot forward. Shift your weight to your right foot. Stretch up. Point your left toes, and when you're ready, come down. I'm gonna skip this one as well. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. So from the side, body makes a T like Tom, but not a broken umbrella. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change, left foot down. Right foot back, lean back, chest up. Step your left foot forward, shift your weight to your left foot, stretch up, and when you're ready, tilt. Even though this is a short posture, we want to go into it with control. So slowly body down and leg up. Keep your arms to your ears, spine straight from the side, stretch, 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 change. Right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath, drop your shoulders. Second set, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. Step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch up and tilt. And again, sometimes even a millimeter into the posture like I'm demonstrating is enough. One day you're gonna come down parallel to the floor, squeeze your glutes, lift your kneecaps, squeeze your palms, stretch, 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 change. Left foot down, right foot back, lean back, last one, step your left foot forward, lower abdomen in, stretch up and tilt like a slow moving seesaw. Drop your right hip down, move your right foot to the right, spiral your inner right thigh up, 2 hips in line, body down, leg up, stretch, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that, you can come to the top of your mat and face the long side of your mat for the next 3 postures. I will continue to face you. Starting with standing, separate leg stretching, Dandayamana Dikaptapada, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step. 4 feet minimum, arms down, parallel to the floor. Turn your toes in, heels out, chest up, and swan dive forward. Look forward all the way down. Good. You can grab your heels, the outsides of your feet, your pinky toes, and also start with your hands on the floor in front of you. If you have tight knees or hamstrings. Everybody, roll forward, stick your butt up to the ceiling. So lift your tailbone up and then start to stretch your spine down. Try to touch your head to the floor, in between your feet with a flat back. Shoulders up, hips up, lift your kneecaps, lock your legs. Change, slowly come up, take your time. We're gonna float a triangle, Trikonasana. Turn your right foot out. Most people wanna take a little bit of a bigger step here. Bend your right leg and lunge. Sit as low as you can, lean back and move your arms at the same time. Now, eventually the right thigh will be parallel to the floor. If your thigh is parallel to the floor, maybe you'll have your elbow in front of your knee. If you, like me, can't sit down all the way today though, maybe just the wrist or forearm in front of the knee. So you're not collapsing down, but you're also not staying like all the way up, right? You want to feel your right side core, your right obliques engage. Nice long line from your ankle all the way to the crown of your head. Stretch the crown of your head up to where your ceiling and wall meet. Look up, turn, twist, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. You can always take a bigger or smaller step. If it helps you bend your left knee and sit down more, lean back and move your arms. Left elbow in front of the knee. Cover your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor. Don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling. Touch your chin to your shoulder. Push your right hip forward and down. Push your left knee back with the help of your elbow. Now turn, twist upper body back. Lock your right leg. Keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change. Rotate your arms. Straighten your left leg. Left toes in. Standing separate leg head to knee. Arms up. Palms together. Cross your thumbs. Janu Shavasana. Pivot on your heels to one side of the room. Turn your back, toes in, press your left hip forward. This is one to be cautious of if you have a history of slip discs or your back is a little achy today. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. So anytime you round the spine, if it feels like it's tugging or pulling on your back, right, you can flatten out your back a little bit so you're not putting so much pressure on the lower back. Eventually, though, you're going to round your spine and touch your forehead and knee together, never forcing. To get your knee and head closer together, you can try taking a bigger step or bending your front leg. So one big knee and head touch. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together, change, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up last, good. Pivot on your heels to the other side of the room, uncross your heels, turn your back toes in, press your right hip forward, left rib cage back, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Take your time, going down slowly with control. Chin to chest, abdomen in. You can bend your front leg, touch knee and head together. Front side compression, throat choked, eyes open. Breathe in normal. Stretch all 10 fingers beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight to your left front foot, left hip up, right hip forward, 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times, lock both legs, hands together, change. Slowly come up, no rush. Head up, last, good. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, slowly float your arms down. Good, second set stretching, arms overhead sideways, step your right foot to the right, big step, toes in, heels out, chest up, swan dive forward, stick your butt up, all the way down, grab your heels from behind, bend your elbows back, elbows to calf, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine, everybody roll forward, push your big toes down, lift your hips up, full stretch, touch your head to the floor, in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, no rush. Second set, triangle, turn your right foot out, take a bigger step, bend your right leg, sit down, lean back, and move your arms. So again, you want a long diagonal line from your ankle to the crown of your head. Notice if your left knee is bending or the toes are starting to turn out, right? You want to keep your left foot solid on the floor. If you feel like your feet are sliding apart, imagine you're going to squeeze your heels together. Feet stay in place, but that's the inner thigh strength you want to engage. Sit down more, chest up more, turn and twist. Change. Straighten your arms, rotate your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, other side. Inhale, bend your left leg, sit low, lean back, and move your arms. Notice if you're folding forward and sticking your butt out, you want to press your hips forward and lean back. Look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, feel a huge expanse across your chest. Right hip down a little bit more, left rib cage forward a little bit more, turn, twist, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up, palms together, pivot on your heels to one side of the room, trying to do this at an angle, turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down, slowly with control. Moving the left hip forward, chin to chest, abdomen in, and take a bigger step or bend your front leg, try to touch knee and head together, stretch your fingertips beyond your big and second toe, bring your weight into your front foot, right hip up, left hip forward, throat choke, jaw relaxed, stomach in, eyes open, breathing normal. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together, change. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest, head up, last, very nice. Pivot on your heels to the other side of the room, turn your back toes in, press your right hip forward, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You cannot see your front foot all the way down. Chin to chest, abdomen in, touch knee and head together. Notice if one hip is really lifting up, you're going to move the right hip forward to try to keep your 2 hips in line so that both sides of your back are ending equally the same. You're not awkwardly overstretching one side and punching, squeezing into another. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together first, take your time. Change, slowly come up, hands together, arms with ears, right hip forward, full stop at the top. Good, pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat, we're gonna flow tree to toe. Lock your left leg and lift your right leg up. If you have a hip injury like I do, maybe the foot's on the shin, eventually the knee to thigh. Eventually heal the costume, never forcing your body. You can bring the left hand up to the center of your chest. And if you can balance, right hand. Option to stay here or float a toe stand, which I am not going to demonstrate on this side today. Pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you. Don't move your eyes. And when you're ready, you're going to fold forward. Hands to floor first. Walk your hands forward, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, and sit down. If you can sit on your heel, walk your hands back to either sides of your hips and make sure you're having fun. Whether you're in tree or toe, point your right toes, press your right hip forward, let your right knee come back, opening the hips and knees. Left hand up, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, toe stand, try to come a 1/2 inch off your heel. Good, when you're ready, change, put your hands to the floor, lift your hips up, you can always come up on 2 feet, or press your hips forward to reverse out. Good, and change, right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, and lift your left leg up. And again, maybe at first it's on your shin, your knee, your thigh, eventually heal the costume, let your left knee drop into a half lotus shape. Left hand up to the center of your chest, and if you can balance, right hand. Option to stay here or floated toe stand. Start to fold forward, at first just hanging forward until your hands touch the floor, and you walk your hands forward, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. As you sit, the weight is in your arms, not your knee. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips, whether you're in tree or toe. Point your left toes, press your left hip forward, left knee down, 2 knees and hips in line. Left hand, right hand. Elbows down, spine straight. Keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine, come a 1/2 inch off your heel. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up. And then press your hips forward. Very nice, good stuff. Change, left leg down. Honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. We're on the floor for the rest of class, adjusting this camera angle ever so slightly. Okay, wonderful. So I believe that we can practice through injuries in yoga as long as we're being really honest with ourselves about like what works and what doesn't. And from experience of practicing yoga when I'm a little bit injured, the most dangerous part of your practice is your ego, right? Because sometimes you're like, I know I shouldn't do this, but everyone else is, and it would, it's the ego, right? I know that's not just me. I've had many conversations with other people, some of whom, in fact, I've heard have been like, I talked to somebody once who was like, I know that I should not be doing this posture. I cannot help myself, so I'm not going to go to yoga because I just can't help myself, right? But that's like an area that, yoga invites us to work on. Those areas where I think all people have those things that like we just can't help ourselves on, you know what I mean? And yoga is an invitation to like work on those in a really safe space. So again, if you find that it's really hard to listen to your body or to do a little bit less, rather than thinking, oh, I'm just bad at this, so I can't do it, that's your yoga, right? It's just being gentle with yourself or listening to your body or doing a little bit less. And that way we don't aggravate the injury, and that way we can continue to practice yoga. And then when we're healed, right, we're good to go. So just being patient with the body, but a little determined as well. Savasana, when you're moving pose, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage, keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, pull down extra hard, maximum pressure in your lower abdomen. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out and down, keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, squeeze tight. Good, change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself another big hug, squeeze your knees together and down, keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body and hold still. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down, eyes open. One of my favorite things about this style of yoga is that we all have different bodies and different life experiences, and we're all still practicing this yoga together. There's that Ram Dass quote that's like, we're all just walking each other home, right? And I think of that in yoga. We can all practice the same sequence together or variations of the same sequence to the best of our abilities. But remember that the best of our abilities doesn't mean like the deepest in every posture. It means like we're going to the point that honors where we are in the moment, right? Not who we were yesterday or who we want to be tomorrow. We're meeting ourselves where we are today. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder. There's that quote, it goes around the internet, it's like a meme, and it's like, yoga is like having a meeting with yourself, and bosses don't cancel meetings or something like that. Change, right? Like, I totally messed up that quote. I'll share it again another time. Bend your right leg, pull your knee out and down. But the idea, right, this is a meeting that you're having with yourself, right? Meeting yourself on your mat, and you're listening to what you need in this moment. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other. And, as we've learned this year, many things can be done via email, but a meeting with yourself is something that you should do in person, right? So you're meeting yourself in your mat for an hour at a time. Look down the center line of your body, breathe, and change. Arms down and eyes open. So some meetings we can skip, but yoga is one that I think you don't want to do just on an email, right? It'd be a little silly if I was like, lock your leg, but you didn't actually do it, you just read it. Okay, next we're gonna do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, you can skip the sit up and roll off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, and sit up, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Okay, good. Turn, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bhujangasana. Place your hands flat on the floor, just below your shoulders, so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail. Lock your legs, look up, and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use 100% back strength. Come up halfway only, so elbows stay bent. Hug your arms into your sides. Keep your knees, feet together. Lock your legs. Squeeze your butt. Push your hands, hips, and feet down. Look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good. Change. Slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Second set, bring your chin forward, hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders, so your elbow points stick up, feet together, lock your legs, look up, and lift, stretch your upper body off the floor. Just before class, I hit my elbow so hard on a doorpost. It was so painful. I'm feeling it now. Push your feet, hips and hands down. Roll your shoulders back and down. Squeeze shoulders together. Open through your heart space. Lock your legs and lift your chest. Good. Change. Slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat. Arms down, heels open. I've found that while I can be somewhat graceful in yoga, I am most certainly not graceful off of my yoga mat. And that's, it's funny, right? But it's because in yoga, I am aware of my body in time and space. And sometimes when I'm walking around, I'm so in my head that I don't realize that my elbow is about to hit a doorpost really hard. Loka Shalavasana, bring your chin forward, arms straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Option to keep your arms out to the side, or eventually bring your arms underneath you so that you start to really stretch out the tendons and ligaments in the arms. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Lift your thigh up, change, right leg down, relax right leg, lock left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Try to keep your hip and forearm in contact, so sole of the foot flat to the ceiling. Stretch your big toe back, press your shoulders down, lift your heel, change, left leg down, third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. Maybe bring your arms a little closer, never forcing your body. Mouth down, shoulders down, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up, come up. Everybody come up, you can do it, struggle a little harder. Don't give up, mouth down, shoulders down, roll forward, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, lift your thighs up. Good, change, lower down, bring your arms out, look to the right and take a breath. When we're in the posture, we create a tourniquet effect on our arms and increase our heart rate. So when we release out, fresh blood rushes through the shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingers. Second set, chin forward, arm straight position. Rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you. Spread your fingers wide. Lock your right leg. Point your right toes and lift your right leg up. A reminder that what worked for you yesterday might not work for you today. So, sometimes you keep the arms out to the side, but sometimes you bring your arms underneath you. Lock your right leg, change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes and lift your left leg up. Sometimes, when we're dealing with an illness or an injury, we don't do something for a while and that's good. But then we start to assume that we could just never do it again. And that's not so good. Change, left leg down, third part, tuck your chin in, Mouth in, bring your arms a little closer, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up. Spread your fingers wide, root down through your knuckles rather than your wrists, triceps tight, forehead soft. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, lift your thighs up, change, lower down, bring your arms out, flip to the left. So again, sometimes we have to skip a posture or two for a while because of an illness or an injury. But if it's been a while and you're still not doing it, every once in a while, just try the setup and sometimes you'll surprise yourself. So depending on like the severity of your injury or illness or whatever that is that's going on, you know, maybe like once a week or once a month, you try that posture. And I promise at some point you will surprise yourself. It just might take a while. Purna Shalabhasana, full locust, chin forward, arms out to the side like airplane wings, feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up and lift, arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor like a 747 taking off, just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air, look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow, lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right and take a breath. Good, second set, bring your chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift, everything lifting up. So if it feels okay, keep your arms in line, arms perpendicular to the body, fingers in line with your shoulders, so the arms aren't too far back or too far forward. If you have a shoulder injury and you need to bring them down or up in any way, that's okay. Eventually arms perpendicular to the body, feet together, lock your legs, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change slowly with control, lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left, one day, whole right ear flat on the floor. Take a breath. Dhanurasana, floor bow. Bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Good, continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Roll forward, freeze between your ribs and hips and hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, look up, keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down, look to your right, eyes open, mouth closed, take an inhale, and a slow exhale. Second set, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet, point your toes, squeeze your buns, hold on tight, look up, and kick. You want to freeze between your ribs and hips. This is the last posture in the spine strengthening series. It's really good for opening the front of the body, healing the spine through compression. It's good for digestion as well. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, look up, squeeze shoulders together, open through the chest, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down, look to your left, and let that one go. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up. Okay, come to the top of your mat. Hips firm, Supta Vajrasana, and showing you from an angle, starting tabletop. Open your knees, open your feet. Slowly over time, walk your hands back, sink your hips down. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. If you can sit between your heels and you're not in pain, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, ouch elbow, drop your head back into the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. You want a gentle stretch, never a point of pain. Good, change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, very nice, spin around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. You can always skip sit-ups by rolling off to the side, otherwise legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Good, second set, open your knees, open your feet. If first set was rough, try opening your knees wider. Point your toes back, slowly walk your hands back. One day sink your hips down, doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. Put your palms on your soles, right elbow, ouch, left elbow, drop your head back, head to floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head. Grab your elbows each other and hold. If that's easy, lift your chest up a little bit higher to get a deeper back bend. And if that's easy, maybe bring your knees back together, but knees never come off the floor. Good, change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana. And remember that there's different types of injuries, right? So like a bruise or a scrape is like, like you might have to skip a posture or two. I had a student once who'd like completely torn up her foot, right? Like falling off a bike. And I was like, I'm sorry, but you can't do any of these kneeling postures, right? For a month, but it's going to heal, right? Because it's a scrape. I think sometimes with other injuries, we're not so sure if it's going to heal because it's not so obvious, right? The way that a bruise or a scrape is. So whether it's a repetitive stress injury, it could be like muscles, joints, tendons or ligaments, could be nerve pain, right? Could also be like, I don't know, a broken bone or a broken heart, right? These are all injuries to our physical or emotional or even spiritual, psychological selves that we can work through in yoga. We just have to, really hone in and listen. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Come to the back of your mat, showing you at an angle, half tortoise, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up, and slowly go down. Take your time. Forehead to floor, little fingers to the floor, slide your pinky fingers forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change, slowly come up. Very nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. The beauty of this repetitive yoga sequence is that it's a control group, right? We can measure our progress really easily because the yoga doesn't change, you change. It's really great when other things in the world are uncertain. You can come and you know that you're going to do the same postures. That's great too. You know it's coming next. And it's also nice because at a certain point, right, it becomes meditative. You can kind of turn your brain off because you know it's coming next. Where this sequence of yoga can get a little bit dangerous, though, is when you practice it for so long that you assume, because I did this posture yesterday and the day before and the day before that, surely I can do it today as well. And that's where, in those moments, even though it's a moving meditation, we're still having body awareness and awareness of the fact that like today's class will feel different from yesterday's class, right? So paying attention to what's going on. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Come to the back of your mat. This is not supposed to be Grandpa's Day, although I would love to teach Bill Murray yoga someday. Knees, feet together, and putting it out into the universe. Arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up, and go down slowly with control. Take your time, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, tilt your pinky fingers forward, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. Good, change, come on up, very nice. Arms down, turn around, Savasana. So the postures, even though the postures are the same, they are not meant to feel the same in your body every day. Sometimes that means that we're having breakthroughs, right? And sometimes that means like, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And that's okay. It's just a reminder that we're alive, right? It's not a simulation. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees, come to the top of your mat, again, showing you from an angle, camel ustrasana or deepest back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Put your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, look up. One day head drops back. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel. Left hand down, grab your left heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside. Full palm grip on your heels. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back, look for your toes behind you. Good, change. Put your hands on your back, push yourself up, head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana. So there's this theory that some nerdy people like Elon Musk have that like we're in a computer simulation, right? And this is like we're all being simulated by like a much more advanced civilization. But to that, I'll always say, Elon Musk has never done camel pose, right? Because to me, I don't know, I mean, I guess maybe we're in a simulation, but to me, this feels very real, right? Like I'm aware that I'm alive, I'm aware of my breath, I'm moving in time and space. And in an increasingly digital world, that is such a gift that you can give yourself. A little reminder, you are so very alive. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Second set, open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, still 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your lower back, push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, look up. One day head goes back, option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here or grab your heels, press your hips forward, lift your chest up, relax your head back, and breathe. Good, change. Put your hands on your back, press yourself up. Very nice, head up last. Turn around, Savasana. And then after that deep back bend, we let everything stretch out, right? Everything realigning to this hard, flat surface. You wouldn't necessarily want to like sleep on the floor on your yoga mat, but it is so handy for Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the middle of your mat and towel, rabbit, Sasana. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, make L's with your hands like little bunny ears. Grab your heels from the outside, stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down slowly with control. Chin to chest, forehead to knees automatically, top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up last. Very nice, turn around, Savasana. Letting everything stretch out, lengthen and realign. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the middle of your mat and towel. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up tall, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc. Take your time, forehead to knees, top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl. Head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana. Almost to the end, everybody's doing great. We're gonna do one set of head to knee, one set of stretching, and flow that straight into spine twist. Fun. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay, wonderful. Come to the middle of your mat. Oh, my allergies, right leg out, left leg in, Shavasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Sorry, exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, and put your forehead on your knee. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing. Flex your toes back, bend your elbows down, suck your stomach in. Left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Good, change. Arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in, stretch out. Turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. If it's easy to touch your forehead and knee together with a bent leg, keep going, press your heel forward. One day leg straight, one day leg lock, one day elbows to floor, right elbow down, right shoulder down, two shoulders in line. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lay down, let your spine realign and stop. Good, Paschimottanasana stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your peace sign fingers, middle and index fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your buns back, right, left. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. If your legs are straight, lock your legs, puff up your chest, and start to fold forward. Stomach to thighs, pull, chest to knees stretch. One day, toes and head touch. Good, change, stay seated for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to your left knee corner, right arm close behind you, left arm up and over. Grab your left knee with your left hand, heel and knee touch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over right shoulder twist. You can keep your hand behind you or reach behind you. Try to grab your left thigh with your right hand for a half bind. Inhale, stretch off. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend your right leg on floor, touch left heel to right knee, left arm behind you, right arm up, bend over, grab a right knee with right hand, heel, and knee touch, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull abdomen, look over left shoulder and twist. You can keep your hand behind you or do the half bind, keep spine straight, chest up, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. We begin this sequence with a breathing exercise. We end full circle with another breathing exercise, always ending and beginning with the breath, right, with our lungs. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful, turn, come to the middle of your mat. You can sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs, or crisscross applesauce. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, concentrate, meditate. All you have to do is exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you exhale through your mouth as you pull your abdomen in. When the stomach relaxes, the lungs automatically take in air. Exhale is quite audible, but the inhale is very subtle. You hardly notice it happening, much like your breath throughout most of the day. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, and begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug. High five. Pat on the back. Turn around. Final Savasana. And close your eyes. Open your arms and legs. Get comfy, cozy. And take a nice, good breath. Whatever breath feels good for you. Maybe it's a big breath. Maybe it's a gentle breath. And then you just lather, rinse, repeat. Sometimes the way you just have to put one foot in front of the other, you just have to put one breath in front of the other. And sometimes those are the most meaningful seasons of our life or most meaningful yoga practices as well. Take an inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose, and all is coming.